Yes, Mr. Chair and members of the committee. My name is Sabrina King and I am here for the ACLU today. And I want to be very clear that while we do not support this bill as it is written, we actually have significant concerns with the bill as it is written on a lot of different levels. We do support the conversation about how bias is affecting people in Wyoming. But it does seem clear that this conversation is going to be moving to the interim. But what I will say is the other reason that we are opposed to this piece of legislation is the pure individualizing of the impact that bias has. If we are going to talk about bias in the state of Wyoming, I think we need to talk about it on both the individual level and on the agency level. I think if we do not look at the agencies who will be implementing this law and the bias in those agencies, then I think all we are doing is sitting in a glass house and throwing rocks. So I think if we are going to have this conversation, and I think it's good that we need to have this conversation, it needs to be broader than a simple individual bias crime law. The other thing that I will say is that there is no evidence that hate crime laws, that having those in place actually protects anyone in the community. So I will say also, as an out lesbian in the state of Wyoming, I would really love to live in a state where people are actually protected and that we have those elements in place in our state, not just passing laws to create the perception of having equality in the state. So with that, Mr. Chairman, when this comes up in the interim, we're happy to talk about the issues that we have with the bill, but we certainly don't have the time today. But with that, I will stand for questions.
Thank you, Ms. King. Questions for Ms. King? All right. Thank you, Ms. King.